Hey there, did you know that differential equations help predict how diseases spread? Pretty cool, right? They're not just abstract math, they have real-world impact. So, what exactly are differential equations? Simply put, they're equations that involve derivatives. In other words, they describe how things change. And they're an important part of your CBSE syllabus, so let's get started. First up, let's talk about order and degree. The order is just the highest derivative you see in the equation. The degree is the power of that highest derivative, but remember to clear any fractions or radicals first. Okay, what do we mean by order? Order, it's the highest derivative in the equation. This tells us how many times the function has been differentiated and gives us an idea of the complexity of the equation. Now, let's move on to solving these equations. One of the most common methods is separation of variables. The idea is to get all the y terms on one side and all the x terms on the other. Then you integrate both sides. Here's the separation of variables formula. dy dx equals f of x times g of y. That means that dy divided by g of y equals f of x dx. Remember that dy dx is the rate of change, and f, x, and g, y are functions of x and y respectively. Okay, when we solve differential equations, we get two types of solutions, general and particular. The general solution has that arbitrary constant, c. To get a particular solution, you need some extra information, like initial conditions. And here's the general solution formula. Y equals f of x plus c, where y is the solution, f of x is a function of x, and c is the integration constant. This c is determined by initial conditions, so don't forget that. Here's a really important point. A lot of students forget to add that constant of integration, c. Examiners will be looking for this, so make sure you always include it. It's a really easy mistake to make, so be careful. Let's do an example. Solve dy dx equals x, y, given y, o, equals 2. First, separate the variables to get y dy equals x dx. Then integrate to get integral y dy equals integral x dx. And that gives us y squared equals x squared plus 4. Got it? Differential equations are used everywhere. For example, they can model population growth. They take into account birth rates, death rates, and other factors. This is really important in ecology and even urban planning. Here are some quick exam tips. First, always check that your solution actually works in the original equation. Second, pay attention to initial conditions, they're key to finding particular solutions. And third, practice as much as you can. So, to sum up, we talked about the order and degree of differential equations, the method of separation of variables, and the difference between general and particular solutions. Keep these in mind for your exams. And remember, all of this, the AI notes, the doubt solving, the practice tests, is all free on Synapse. So you can study smarter, not harder. Start free today by visiting synapse.omups.in. Master differential equations for CBSE. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more free lessons. Visit synapse.omups.in and start learning today.